Hello, everyone. Well, I hope that all of my US viewers had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And we are back with our math and science theme. Have no fear. And I do want to just say that, yeah, I had a lot of fun with yesterday's Thanksgiving. That was pretty scary. I had no idea what was going to happen. But by hook or by crook, Tyler and I were successful. And let's hope that we do a little bit better today because now we're back to our two-word entries. And of course, let's go ahead and give the wheel a spin. And by the way, I do hope that you like the new background. I thought we had the code for a little bit. It was nice. But now we're kind of like in outer space. No, not that far out, but you get the picture. It's science related. It's Earth. It's stars. It's cool. And let's go ahead and spin the wheel. So for today, we are going to do Pix rules. Oh, this is a cool one. Okay. Now, here's the deal. As you know, I prior to doing all these awesome and fun Wordle videos, I did a lot of math videos, and one of them is dedicated to this so-called pick rule. I am going to make sure that there's a link, a card right now that you can click on if you'd like to watch my video on what on earth Pix rule is. And I'll also put a link to it in the description. And I would be absolutely thrilled if you guys would take a look. If you enjoy math, I think you will really like it. Towards the end, it gets slightly more rigorous. But if you're not really a super duper, math aficionado, I do think that you're just going to enjoy what the idea behind it is. And some of the stuff that I did in the beginning, I think is pretty cool. You'll totally understand the point behind it. And it is an absolutely amazing theorem, which in a nutshell basically helps you determine the area of any polygon drawn on what's called a geoboard, which means it basically just has a lattice of points and you can pick any points you want, connect them as if you put string on those geoboard, those little geoboard things, and then you can find the area of that figure. It's just an amazing little rule. I kind of show the idea behind it, and then I actually prove it fairly rigorously towards the end of the video. So again, I would be thrilled if you would check it out. Now, of course, this is really about the Wordle behind Pix rules, isn't it? Rules is great. Rules is just a wonderful word that we'll put in. And Pix is actually really good too. Really, the only thing that I can be picky about is just the fact that we are duplicating the S's, somewhat unnecessarily. But of course, it's just fun to put this into Wordle. I'm looking forward to it. Let's see what it gets us. And let's just, of course, get out of Pix rule. And let's just make our nice little transition over to Wordle. And there we are. Yeah, looks good. Okay, so Pix rules, right? Pix got us an I and a C, which is absolutely wonderful. Let's see if rules can give us a little bit extra push. No, it doesn't. Okay. That's okay. We have to... we have to think, actually, maybe somewhat strategically here about some placement rather than going strictly off-grid with a brand new word. For instance, I don't really see that I playing a lead role here. Yeah. I mean, what would it be? Oh, it could be itchy. Ooh, that's a good one. Itchy. Ooh, man, it could be itchy, couldn't it? The question is, am I itching to put that in? All right, that's definitely, I mean, that's probably an extremely strong possibility for I to be in the front. Now let's consider it, so probably not at the end, so now we could consider it here. So what kind of word would that be? Yeah, what would that be? CIT, CIY, CIO, CID. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to go with itchy. At at the very least, it still will introduce TH and Y. Yes! Woo! Oh my gosh, I'm so happy about that. That was awesome. Come on, guys, you have to admit that was pretty good. That was pretty darn good. I'm so psyched. Wow. That's my first 3 in ages, and you know how much I covet them. So, guys, come on, in the comments, please give me a little bit of a pat on the back. I would greatly appreciate it. Oh, man, that was awesome. Now, of course, we do have to temper our enthusiasm because sometimes Scoredle reveals the fact that it's not as awesome as you thought, because if there's only a couple guesses, then, what can you do? So let's go ahead and go Pix Rules Itchy into our dear friend Scoredle. Ooh, and of course, let me make my prediction. Now, let's think here. It's only going to have the T in yellow, and when the T is yellow, I think it goes with tight. Ooh, so it's going to go tight, and then it's going to have the H and everything. You know what? I think that actually Scoredle might have tied me. Okay, so let me just run through that one more time. You know it's going to go with slate. The T would be yellow. With the yellow T, from my memory, it goes with tight. And then it's going to have the I, it'll have the H, and it'll have the T. And I'm pretty sure that it's going to know exactly how to rearrange those to go with itchy. So I'm going to go with 3. Of course, I'm not going to be disappointed at all if I'm wrong, because it would have meant that I beat Wordle, and that's totally okay. So Scoredle it is. Let's go to Scoredle. Pix Rules Itchy. I don't think I'll have too much difficulty remembering that. Let me just fix the screen a little bit. Okay, perfect. Today's answer was itchy. Man, I am so happy about that, regardless of what Scoredle tells me. That is amazing. Oh, by the way, whoever gave me Pix Rules, all I can say is thank you so much. That worked out beautifully. Okay, here we go. So Pix, whoa. Yeah, Pix was a drastic reduction by a factor of almost 500. Wow, that's insane. Rules did not, do too much better. Factor of 3. I mean, that's an improvement, but not as drastic as the original one. And that's fine. And then itchy. And it looks to me like after rules, I could have done cacti. That's a good one. I did not think about that. That would have been very disappointing if I had messed that up. Tacit. Okay. That's a good one. And truthfully, those are the only 2, right? The rest are sort of like unusual words that, as I like to say, sort of go off the deep end. So tacit and cacti. So, okay, I admit there was a little bit of luck there. There was definitely a little bit of luck. But hey, that's never a bad thing, because you guys do know that I have struggled and suffered on quite a few recent Wordles. So this could not have come at a better time on Black Friday, of course. And so, yeah, all I can say is that I'm extremely delighted. And look at that, okay? Yeah, we tied. But how cool is that? I predicted Wordle's path almost perfectly. Slate, tight, itchy. 3 out of 6. I had a feeling that itchy would be the only possible response after tight. So that is really cool. Man, I mean, what a great Wordle today. I'm so happy. So as always, guys, I would love to see what was your path to victory. And of course, yes, I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow with yet another edition of Wordle with Art.